And we're back in Elite Dangerous. So, I have enough money, I think, to buy a new ship. Currently, I am flying the... it's a very small hauler. It's called the hauler. And if you look at the representation there of my ship on the dashboard with the blue rings around it, that's what my shields... That's what my ship kind of looks like. It looks like a little... shuttlecraft from Star Trek or something. It's just a little hauler. And the only difference is when I had the Sidewinder, it only had 4 cargo units. This one has 16, so it can haul a little bit more, but it's pretty small and it's pretty sluggish to fly, and you know, it's cute. It looks like a if you look at the interior, it looks like a little Winnebago. I mean, you know, it's got air conditioning ducts on the dashboard. You know, you expect to look around and see a little refrigerator sitting there, a little sink and stove over here or something. But anyway, this is the hauler, and the next step up for me, I think, would be the... See if we can get to the shipyard. It would be the Cobra Mark III. I do have enough money to buy it. I had enough money. I had 135,000 credits, but I've got my cargo is full, so I'm hoping that if I buy this Cobra, it'll just transfer the cargo over to the Cobra. So let's see if that's the case. This may be a big mistake. Please empty your cargo before selling your ship. Okay. All right, so I can't do that. I don't really want to empty it here because I would lose money. So let's go ahead and launch, and we'll take this cargo to a loon, and then make a return trip, and then we'll buy the Cobra. Now, I've been playing this for a week or so now, and it's a lot of fun.
Released. Engines
and
engaged.
I haven't been recording a lot because it's a beta game. It's kind of limited. You're in one little part of the galaxy, and with the smaller ships like I've been flying, I can't jump very far in these small ships. So there's not too many places I can go. So I've pretty much been trying to make money by buying commodities and selling them, and so it's been tedious, let's say. And the reason for that is because I have small ships and I'm limited in where I can go. So I've pretty much found a couple of stations that have pretty good commodities and pretty good rates on things, and I've been jumping back and forth between the two. So once I get the Cobra, I'll be able to jump a little bit farther, and then I'll be able to go a little bit further. Okay, where are we going here? Okay, so we're heading to a loon. Let's get going here. Power to default.
Ship power now at default settings, sir.
Power to engines.
Power to engines increased.
Prepare ship for launch.
Retracting landing gear and lights are now off.
Prepare ship for hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive charging, Commander.
Now this ship sounds kind of, I don't know. It's kind of got a weird sound to it. It's got clang, 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 clang when it slows down.
Ready to engage.
Engage.
Engaging hyperdrive.
Yeah, it's a fun ship to drive. All the ships are kind of fun to fly, but this one's kind of sluggish. And let's see here. We need to go to a Loon Enterprise. Lock that in, and you got to be careful of this sun. So sometimes I'll line up my destination, and we are currently out of hyperdrive, but we're still in superdrive. And so I'll line up my like this. Now the sun is just below me, and so I'm still within proximity of that sun, so I need to be careful. So I'm going to pop it up into cruise control here, and then watch. If I have problem with proximity, which I do, I'm going to move up away from the sun, keeping, you know, still straight towards my destination in one respect, but you know, skirting that sun below me. If you don't, then you get overheated. Now I can kind of come back down. I certainly don't want to impact with the sun. So I'll slowly come back down and line back up with my destination. And I kind of do the same thing. Now I'm coming up to a Loon Enterprise. I'm trying to stay away from that planet there, so I'll kind of pull up a little bit, give it plenty of room. Yeah, so far since I've been playing, there haven't been a lot of big changes with the game. They're announcing some things that are going to happen when the game's released. I'll get a newsletter every once in a while, but... Exit hyperdrive.
Exiting hyperdrive now, sir.
Oh yeah, once we're out of hyperdrive, you know, listen to this engine. It really sounds kind of funny. It gets these little ding 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 noises. It's just kind of like a washing machine. Like it's winding up. Ding 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 ding. And if you notice the boost, I'm going to hit boost. Watch. It gives the ship a little bit of a boost, but not a terrible amount. I mean, it helps out a little bit. You just boost it a little bit. Okay. Let's see if we can get in the request permission to dock.
Warning. Request denied.
Oh, I'm not close enough. You got to kind of get close enough before it'll let you dock.
Request denied.
Okay. Power to default.
Ship power now at default settings, sir.
Power to systems.
Adjusting power to systems, Commander.
Request granted.
There we go. We have request granted. Now I'm playing in solo mode, and what that means is I'm playing with NPCs, and I'm doing that because my main purpose right now is to just have fun, learn a little bit about the game, and make some money and buy a bigger ship. And so I don't necessarily want to play in open space, which is where you're playing with other players right at this moment. If you're playing with other players in that mode, the servers are a little bit crowded, maybe I would say. Like sometimes when you come to the stations, you have to kind of wait your turn before you'll get permission to dock, and going from some of the screen to screens is a little bit slower. Like you'll come out of hyperdrive and you'll have to wait until it loads for a little bit. It's a little more, I think the servers are a little more taxed. Prepare ship for docking.
Lights and landing gear activated. The ship is ready to dock, sir.
So let's
Good luck.
in. Now, there is another thing that I have discovered. I don't know why I didn't discover it before. When you're coming out of the station, that entrance there is kind of small and narrow. And from the inside of the station, there's a green light on one side and a red light on the other. And that's to indicate which side you're supposed to exit and enter on. And for the longest time, I've been coming into these stations and didn't notice there are little poles coming out from the station. And if you look at right straight ahead of me, you can see the green lights. And over on the left are red lights. I didn't notice that before. So this is indicating that I'm supposed to be over here. So, depending on, of course, which way you're coming in. Uh-oh, somebody didn't get permission to come in. So, anyway, yeah, it's funny I didn't notice that before. Alright, we're docking in landing pad number 4. So let's come in here. Where's number 4? Probably a small one. There it is, way down at the end. Since I'm flying such a small ship, the landing pads are very small. Yeah, and you notice that this space station's a lot different looking than the other one. Like Ibutis is one of those big kind of a, I don't know, looks like a spinning dreidel in space. If you know what a dreidel is, it's a top, a spinning top. And all right, come on.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Docking complete.
Now that you have docked the ship, would you like something to eat or drink, sir?
That sounds good, Cat.
Well then, how about a nice sandwich and a hot cup of tea?
Earl Grey.
Here you are, dear. Earl Grey hot with 2 sweeteners.
Thank you, Cat.
You are very welcome, Commander.
Alright, let's go to the market and sell our stuff. And let's see what we should take back.
Welcome to our station.
We're going from Ibutis. No, we're at Alun. We're going from Alun to Ibutis, and it looks like the best would be, the most money would be terrain enrichment systems under the technology. So we go to technology. Terrain enrichment systems, and we'll buy as many as we can. I think we can buy 16. That's our limit of our cargo hold.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay. And we're all fueled up and ready to go. And we'll go back. When we get back to Ibutis, we'll buy our new ship. Let's launch.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Now, once we get to Ibutis, we're going to purchase that new ship, and I have to be honest with you. This will not be the first time I've purchased this ship. I previously had a Cobra. Now, the first ship that I got was the freebie ship that you get when you start the game. It's a Sidewinder, has 4 units of cargo, and it's a cute little fighter. is what it is. It's a all-purpose kind of a ship. And I worked that thing to death until I had enough to buy this hauler. And then I worked again for the longest time with the hauler to earn enough money to buy a Cobra, which has 36 units of cargo. Prepare ship for dock.
Lights and landing gear activated. The ship is ready to dock, sir. Good luck.
Power to default.
Ship power now at default settings, sir.
Power to engines.
Power to engines increased.
So anyway, I had worked the hauler and worked the hauler and worked the hauler till I had 124,000 credits to buy a Cobra. And I purchased the Cobra, and I was now going to work the Cobra until I had enough money to purchase the next large hauler, which has 100 units of cargo and a very much longer jump capability. So it will open up space for me to get around and get to some different systems once I get that new hauler, the big one. And I can't remember what it's called. I'll show you one of these when we get back to iBuddhist. But anyway, I had the Cobra. Now, going from this sluggish hauler to a Cobra is like a fighting ship, and it has a pretty good sized cargo hold in it, 36 units of cargo. So it's kind of an all-purpose little, but it's a fighter. It's a lot faster, and I wasn't used to flying it, and I was coming in. I'd only made a few trips in it. And since I'd only made a few trips in it, I just purchased it, I had the cargo full. Well, it took every one of my credits to fill that 36 unit cargo hold. And I only had about a couple thousand credits left after buying all that. And I was coming into the spaceport to sell that stuff, and I accidentally hit the boost. Now, I showed you what the boost does in this one. It doesn't do all that much. It'll boost you out there a little bit, but not a tremendous amount. If I accidentally hit the boost in this one, I've got time to move around and not hit something. When I hit boost in that Cobra, it just slammed me into the side of the station, and I blew up. Not only did I blow my ship up, I blew all my cargo up. And the insurance, you have insurance on these things. If I would have had at least, I think 6,000 to 8,000, I can't remember what it was, credits, I could have repurchased the Cobra and just lost the cargo. I didn't have enough money to repurchase the Cobra. My only choice was to go back to the free ship, which meant I had to start the game all over again. And so now I'm just getting back to where I can get my Cobra back. So I had to be honest, I had to tell you that. So here's the lesson. Do you remember in Star Wars when Han Solo told the little Jedi guy to head to the turrets and help him shoot at the first of the movie, and he says, "Don't get cocky, kid." Well, don't get impatient when you're coming in. Just take your time getting into the station. Don't hit boost just as you're coming in, because it's not going to end well. Okay, here we go. Prepare ship for hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive charging, Commander.
Ready to engage.
Engage.
Engaging hyperdrive.
3, 2, 1.
walk into Chango Dock. Swing around here. There's Chango Dock. Put her in cruise control. And sit back and relax. Uh-oh. Still close to the sun. See if I can get away. I'm just within proximity of the sun. I'm not, it'll tell you if you're actually going to impact. So you have to really watch that. If it comes up and says proximity and then shows impact, you know you're needing to veer off a little bit, or you're going to hit something. Slowly come back down and head to Chango. Now I kind of like to watch these. A lot of course the stations are close to a planet, so I kind of watch and see where they're lined up with the planet. I'll show you in a second here if we get. I think Chango's one of them. Okay, see, there's a ring around the planet, kind of, and we're coming in. Chango's right close to the planet, so if I can, I kind of like to veer off a little bit, and well, that's not going to work in this case, but yeah, I try to make sure I put the planet to where if I need to, I can get up like this, so I'm not getting into it. So I kind of move around and position myself just right. Now, if you know, there we go. I was going to say I was in too close to the planet, so sometimes you have to kind of come up and get around the planet and then come back down, depending on which angle you're coming in from.
I have a joke for you. It's the last landing.
Well, I sure find it a lot easier to find the entrance to the space stations now than I used to. Well, when I first started this game, I remember watching a video of somebody doing this, and they admitted it took him an hour. He said he messed around for an hour trying to find the entrance to one of these docks. Well, it never took me that long, but it did take me. And I guess I could take for granted that maybe he was exaggerating. I don't know. It didn't sound like he was. But it never took me that long, but it certainly took me 15 minutes to 20 minutes to find the entrance a few times. And I was trying to go by some of the hints that they were saying. Exit hyperdrive.
Exiting hyperdrive now, sir.
One of the hints they were talking about was that the entrance is on the planet side of the space station, which I guess I'm on the planet side. I guess I'm on the planet side. But the thing was that you'd find it where it's going counterclockwise. Now, in this case, you can see it. You can see the bulletin boards. Not, I always say that, bulletin boards. The billboards right to the right there of the station. Now, you can come into the station any way you want. You can come in this way, but I find that sometimes the space station itself kind of gets in my way as far as the view. So I like to come in where it's on the side like this, so that I can kind of control the ship a little better. Because, you know, if you look, you're not coming directly into it. You're kind of coming over it, and if you see it, you can't see. And then you have to go like this and try. Oh, yep. See, I'm not there yet. No, I'm not there yet. But see, if I come in this way, I've always got it in my sight, and I can see how close I'm getting to it. And that's kind of why I do it from the side like that. If I was actually coming straight on, that'd be different, but I'm not. So, power to default.
Ship power now at default settings, sir.
Power to systems.
Adjusting power to systems, Commander.
Request granted.
It sounds like somebody threw I don't know, an anchor out or something when it slows down. Just listen. Huh. How'd my weapons get on?
Please don't press the red button.
Retract weapons.
Weapons now being disengaged, Commander.
Prepare ship for landing. Actually, I'm not landing. Prepare ship for docking. Prepare ship for docking.
Lights and landing gear activated. The ship is ready to dock, sir. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. Okay, we're looking for 36. There it is over there. And let's just drop down. I come swooping in one time and actually swooped in and just landed instead of having to line it up. That was weird. I thought,
Docking successful.
talk about
Engines
don't get cocky.
disengaged.
Okay, let's sell our stuff and buy a new ship. Woohoo. I'm here again. See, if I hadn't have goofed up and blew my ship up, I would have been driving one of those big haulers by now. Oh well. I learned a lot more since then. So... Alright, let's sell this stuff. Okay, we have 149,514 credits. And let's go to the shipyard. And there's the Mark IV. Cobra Mark IV, or Mark III, I'm sorry, for 124,655 credits. And that's what I'm going to get. I don't know what the Viper is. I would think that if you're going the route where you're going to be a bounty hunter or whatever, I think the Viper would be the next step from the starter ship towards fighting, and then you would jump to the Cobra. And the hauler, this is the other hauler that I was talking about right here, the Type 6 transporter. It's 193 credits, and it's got 100 cargo units. Then the next step up would be the Lacon Type 9 Heavy for 3,508,394 credits. I have no information on that. I can look it up, but when I saw the 3 million, I thought, okay, why even look? It's going to be a while before I can buy that. So let's do the Cobra here. Anytime now. I broke the system. There we are. Now, right away you can tell a difference in the ship style. If you look over there at our holographic representation of our ship, you can see it's a little sleeker than the hauler. Not quite so chunky, and there's 2 seats, so cool. So we've got we can have a co-pilot, but I don't know how that works, if it does. But yeah, there's a keyboard, there's my controls, there my feet. Ooh, I have big feet. But yeah, it looks a little bit different. Doesn't look like a Winnebago anymore. So, and you can see that it's got a glass all the way around, so you can kind of see out of the ship. didn't help me any. I still ran into the stupid spaceport. But yeah, so it's a nice looking ship, and again, it's got a bigger cargo hold. So let's see if we have enough money left to buy anything. And I believe that the Cobra has a bigger jump capability, a longer jump capability. So I should be able to go to a few more places I couldn't go before. Yeah, you can see what the Cobra kind of looks like. It's I can show you what it looks like. We can go to not repairs. Let's go to outfitting. There's the Cobra, and it's got weapons. Oh, look at that. That's cool. So let's see, if we move around, you can see, looking from the right aspect and then to the left, we have one hard point, which is where you would mount a weapon. And it's kind of funny because it says it's loaned to you. I don't know what that means. Do we have to pay you back? Or we could, we can put another one on. And then there's the underside, where you can put, there's two more hard points there on each side. And then you have a utility mount. I'm not quite sure what you'd put in that. Let's see if there's... Okay, you can put a defense turret, a chaff launcher, or a heat sink launcher in that. And you have two of those, it looks like. And then you have bulkhead, light alloy bulkheads. So, okay, so you could mount cannons and stuff. Cool. And then, of course, there's the support tech where you'd put your scanners and things like that. And the only thing that we have available to us in that one right now would be the standard docking computer. And I don't know anything about that, so... Okay, so we have 24,000 credits left, and we have 36 units. So let's buy something. Where are we going? We're in Chango. Let's go out to here and swap this. We're in Ibutis. And let's see what we can do. Computer components. Oh, wait a minute. It thinks I still have 16 units. I have 36 cargo capacity now. And I'm not quite sure what the jump range is on this. I'll have to look it up. Okay, so we can fill the whole 36 up. So now I've jumped from 7 to 8,000 credits a round trip to 30,766 a round trip, because I can haul a heck of a lot more if I have the money to buy whatever it is that they want me to do. So we're looking at computer components. Let's go back to our ship and purchase the computer components. And we'll fill our cargo hold. Takes a lot longer than it did with the 16 units.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Okay, here we go. Now again, I'm gonna take it easy this time, because it took me a little bit to get used to flying a ship that wasn't so sluggish. Okay, so let's leave Chango Station. I got to be careful. This thing's got a little bit more power than that other one. And in the other old little ship, I had to kind of punch it to get out of here. Power to default.
Ship power now at default settings, sir.
Power to engines.
Power to engines increased.
Prepare ship for launch.
Retracting landing gear and lights are now off.
And let's set our destination. to Alun. Line up with our target. Yeah, this one handles quite a bit more different, quite a bit differently than the hauler. And here I'll hit the boost and show you what I mean about the boost. Now look, see, I've cut the power and it's taken a long time to slow down. This thing's a lot quicker. It's got a lot more power. So let me hit the boost. Now watch, you can see the stars going by. Look how long it's taking to slow down. That's what happened. I got close to the dock and I accidentally hit the boost button and it slammed me right into the side. I couldn't turn fast enough. It slammed me right into the side of the station. So I'll not do that again, hopefully. So prepare ship for hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive charging, Commander.
Now I got to get used to handling this ship.
Ready to engage.
Engage.
Engaging hyperdrive.
Yeah, it took longer, I think. It seemed like it took longer to engage hyperdrive. Bigger engines maybe take longer to heat up. Okay, and let's set our destination. We're going to lock on this Alun Enterprise. Line it up. And put her in cruise control. Yeah, this ship sounds a lot different than that other one. That other one sounded like a, I don't know, a washing machine or something. You could actually hear the rubber bands winding up. Boing, 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 boing. Pretty snazzy ship. Gotta love it. The lights and stuff. Look, it's even got oh shit handles. That's what my wife calls those handles in a car. You know, you see a truck coming at you around the corner and you grab that oh shit handle. Oh shit. Pardon my French. Yeah, I don't know. The ship flies a lot smoother, I think, but the response is a lot more, so I'm gonna have to really be careful after flying so many trips in that little hauler that was so slow to turn and do other things. See how fast this thing responds. Yeah, not too bad. Of course, we're in super drive right now, so I have a little less control over it. Exit hyperdrive.
Exiting hyperdrive now, sir.
Yeah, the fuel consumption wasn't all that bad. Yeah, look how long it takes for this thing to slow down once you've cut the power. I gotta be careful, see. I hit the boost and it takes you a lot farther, the boost does on this ship than it did that little hauler. Don't get cocky.
Request denied.
Yeah, request denied. I'm not close enough. There we
Request
go.
granted.
Power reset.
Resetting ship power now, sir.
Power to systems.
Adjusting power to systems, Commander.
Prepare ship for docking.
Lights and landing gear activated. The ship is ready to dock, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, Cat.
You are very welcome, Commander.
Okay, there's our green lights on the side there. Uh-oh, somebody's coming in without permission. Station.
Detecting hostile scan.
Nice and slow. I'm not going to take any chances with this one now. Got burned once. We're being stupid. Okay, 19. There we are, way at the back. And again, even this ship, the Cobra, is not a real large ship. It's a smaller ship. I've seen some ships come in that almost didn't make it through that hole in the front of the station. You kind of had to wait your turn if something like that's coming in. Yeah, this one is a little bit more difficult to land because it's got a little more power.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
And here we are. Aloon Enterprise. Did I hit? I didn't mean to do that. Enter the hangar. I must have hit it twice. Okay, enter starport. Okay, let's sell this stuff. I have the habit of always refueling first. That way I've got a full tank, and if for some reason I spend all my credits on cargo and then come out and find out, oh, I don't have enough fuel, I'm not in trouble. So I always fuel first. Get that out of the way, and if there's any repairs to do, I do that. And every once in a while you have to check the contacts and make sure you haven't got any outstanding offenses against you. You can get bounties and offenses against you and not know it. If you loiter when you're coming in, they give you a certain amount of time to dock, and if you loiter anywhere, you can get a loitering fine, and sometimes you don't notice that. I mean, you're goofing around, the phone rings, you go to pick it up. Excuse me. And you don't realize that you've got a loitering fine. And then you're out in space and some bounty hunter's after you. So let's go sell our cargo. 36 units. Okay. 31,182 credits. So we need to adjust that here. Whoops. Uh-oh. I still didn't do it right. And we're swapping stations. search for something new, agriculture medicine, and we're ready to purchase that. And I think I'm going to call it an episode here. You got to see the new ship and see how it handled a little bit. My next step is to work towards buying that bigger hauler and opening up space a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.